וזהו, and this is what it's written, ויגרש מפניך האויב, that we're pushing away the enemy from our faces, מפניך דקדושה, from face of קדושה. ויאמר השמד לשון שמד. And the Yetzer Hara is telling to the person to להשתמד, לשון עבודה זרה, to separate himself from the Kedusha, from all of the Kedusha. This is the secret of the worst clipa in the exile. It's clipat Amalek. It's clipat Amalek. I don't know why people are not talking about it, but we need to say today that it's not clipat Haman Amalek. It's Haman Amalek Hitler. Now we have the third clipa. It's not only because it's so close to us, so we're not talking about it. We're afraid to deal with what had happened to Am Yisrael in the Holocaust. But the clipa of Amalek revealed herself again in the Holocaust. And we need to understand that. We need to see what actually happened to us. In the first Amalek we saw, what's Amalek? The first Amalek, we had Moshe Rabbeinu, it was the tzaddik of the generation. The first Amalek, Am Yisrael were in refidim, means that their hands were refuim from Torah Kedosha. And Amalek was coming to fight with the weakest people from the camp, from Am Yisrael. And the clipa was the clipa of not dealing, not learning Torah like we should, and not keeping the Torah mitzvot, and not believing in the tzaddik. This is the first clipa. Second clipa was in the days of Mordechai Esther. It was clipat Haman Amalek. And in that time we revealed another face in that clipa, another character of another side of Amalek, that he said, Kol ze eno shove li. This is the main clipa of sadness that we saw about Amalek. That Amalek, he said, that Haman said, Kol ze eno shove li. He had everything. He had 208 boys, if I'm not wrong, and he was ruling all over the world. He was the second in the kingdom of Achashverosh. He had everything that a person can want, a Rasha can want, and it wasn't worthy for him when he sees that Mordechai is not bowing to him. Who was that Mordechai? Mordechai is someone that saves his life. Mamash, he owes him his life and he cannot forgive him on that he is not bowing. So, you see Mamash, Kfiyut Tova, a clip of Kfiyut Tova, ingrateful, in the most hardest way of them all. This is what the Rav Shalom is talking about all of the time, that we're not allowed to be Kfiyut Tova, we need to say thank you and everything. Everything is worthy, we're thanking on everything, praising Hashem, thanking Hashem on everything, even though that we have lackings. This is the clipa of Haman. But now we have the third clipa. This is the clipa of Hitler, in that generation, the Amalek revealed himself in a third way. That third way was chasing after the self-esteem of Jews, of Am Yisrael. He made them to be the lowest creatures in the world. He made the Amalek to be the most important one. The Nazis, to be like God, mamash, chas v'shalom. Made them to be idols, chas v'shalom, and us, chas v'shalom, to be worse than mice and rats and full with fleas and I don't know what, all of the horror that we seen over there in those horrible days. So actually, our job now is to fight against all of those three klipot. And we need to realize that the main thing is to fight against the last one, and then on the one before, and then on the one before. So the main one is our self-esteem. This is the main thing that we need to realize, to go back. There was people that were so far from Judaism that they were admiring, Jews that were admiring the Germans in those days of the Holocaust. And they're still, even if they've been saved after the Holocaust, still they're blaming the Haredim, they're blaming the Jews, and they're Jews also, and they're blaming us on what the Germans, the holy Germans, done to us. Because they're very far, and it exists. It's something that exists. There was people that couldn't believe that they're doing it to them, and how can it be that... And they were still admiring them because of their clean uniform and power that they had. And actually, it's a clipa that still exists in Am Yisrael, that we don't believe in ourselves at all. And our self-esteem is mamash horrible. And the thing that we need to work on now is to go back into believing in ourselves, to being happy with ourselves, and to reestablish the relationship that we have, the brit that we have with Hashem Yitbarach. And this is something that everyone individually needs to have a mesirut nefesh on that, to remember who he really is, to remember you are a Jew, and a Jew, it's an important thing. And it's not only important, it's amazing, it's huge. And based on that, to be happy all day long, and no matter what's going on in your life, no matter what's going on in your life, to remember you're a Jew, you're important, you have a quality, you have something inside that does not exist nowhere else in the world. You have Hashem Yitbarach living inside of your heart. Our pulse is waking up all of the day to remember Hashem Yitbarach. He's knocking and knocking and knocking, waking us up to remember Hashem Yitbarach all of the time. All of the time. We need to listen to our pulse. We need to be aware to our pulse. And that pulse, Rabbeinu is calling it rhythm, like rhythm, like of music.
Again, rhythm.
It's a beat. It means joy. It means happiness. It means simcha. If you're happy, so your pulse has got the right beat. You're always happy. And you're moving. You have a flow. You're flowing. And you're happy. You're in the music. You're singing to yourself all of the time. And this is something very important. That everyone, this is our war. Because we can learn Torah. You can take 1 million gallons of pure water. You're going to contaminate them with one impure finger. And this is it. It's ruined. So we can learn thousands of pages of Torah. If you have sadness inside of yourself, you're contaminating all of the Torah that you're learning. Adrabah, it can damage you. As you're going to learn more, it's going to damage you more. Because you're transferring all of the Holy Torah to be against you. It's become to be reasons to be said, how far I am from Rabbi Akiva, how far I am from Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, how far I am from Baal Shem Tov. I would never come to the level of Rabbi Nachman of Breslev. Where are they? Avrechei Chut Shel Chesed are holding, and me. So everything that you see Avrechim, you come to the yeshiva, and you're falling from that. So we need to work on the beginning. The beginning is happiness. Beginning is joy. Baruch shelo asani goy. I'm thanking Hashem Yitbarach that He haven't made me to be a goy, that I'm a Jew. And this is something that is so important, that mamash, everyone have to take that mamash seriously to the field, to go and to develop awareness to the fact that you are a different creature in this planet, that you have something, that you have a mission, you have a task, you have a goal, you have a mesima that Borei Olam is sending you to complete. And it's you and Him. Adrabah, you see more friends, Adrabah, together, Bezrat Hashem. But even if you're going to be the last one, you're going to complete that mission. You don't care. You're in a mission. You have to illuminate the name of Hashem Yitbarach to everyone. You have to work on Hafatzah, distribute the name of Hashem Yitbarach. That means all love, all mercy. Like Rabbeinu said, there is complete tzadikim that they don't have no achizah, holding, grasp in what it means Hashem Yitbarach. Why? Because they're not aware to the mercy of Hashem Yitbarach, to the love of Hashem Yitbarach. And this is our job, to remember Hashem is all good, always. Everything is good. Everything is good. And when it's worst and when it's horrible, this is the best. And we need to look for the best. We need to look for the good. Good thing that there is inside of our difficulties, because everyone is full with difficulties, full with downs and up and downs and downs and downs and everything. And we have to remember Hashem Yitbarach in those places. This is our goal, this is our mission. To remember Hashem Yitbarach and not to hold, not to lose that grip in Hashem Yitbarach. And we have to fight with it daily. To remember we are important, we are good, we are amazing. I am good, me. I have Yetzer Hara. Rav Shalom explained it in Shabbos. What it means that a person have clipa Amalek. Clipa Amalek, it means a clipa that makes you feel that you need to blame yourself on things, that you are the one to be blamed. So you made a mistake, so now you cannot, nothing is worthy, I cannot serve Hashem anymore. You saw that you have a lacking, immediately you become to be from the lowest species of human being. You're the worst one, you're horrible kind, you're a horrible person, you ruin everything. We're not allowed to be so hard on ourselves and to hate ourselves and to fight with ourselves and to rebuke ourselves. If you're doing that, you're inviting the Aman, Amalek, the Hitler, Imach Shmo V'Shem Zichro, into your neshama. You're inviting him. When you give him the power to hit you and to beat you and to punish you and to hate you, you give him that ability. You're inviting him into your soul. You have to fight. Fight on your happiness. Fight on your importance. Fight on your beauty. Fight on your soul, on being in a neshama. I'm happy no matter what. I have Yetzer Hara. What can I do? What can I do? Can I change the fact that I have Yetzer Hara? No, so I'm not the one to be blamed on that. I haven't done nothing. I not exist at all. Me, I'm a neshama. I'm a good neshama. I'm a wonderful neshama. I'm the best neshama in the world. I'm neshama Elokit. What do you want from me? Trying to rob me, trying to steal from me, trying to murder me, trying to kidnap me. Great, because I'm so important. Because I'm beautiful. Because I'm great. Because I'm wise. Because I'm gentle. And on that we need to focus. Sounds weird. This is the only truth that there is in the world. All of the world is trying to conquer beauty and power and wealth and success. And we have it all. Tachles, bottom line, it's all ours. The tzaddik is the beauty of the world. The tefillin, this is the glory. The money and the gold, it's all belong to Hashem Yitbarach. It's all belong to the tzaddik. It's all belong to Bet HaMikdash, to the Kohen Gadol. All of the nations are supposed to bring their money, all of their fortunes to Shlomo HaMelech, that he's marrying all of their daughters, that all of their sons going to be princes, all of them are doing giyur. We conquered the world, Am Yisrael. And it's not because that we're the strongest and we're the bravest, it's because Hashem wants it to be. This is what Hashem wants. It's a crazy nation. How can we talk on all of those things when we're actually the weakest and all of the nations are chasing after us? And it's not that we are from those conclusions going to conquer the world. We're not doing nothing. We keep on sitting, learning in the Bet Midrash, but we know the truth. Not because we're wise, we received it. Because the whole Olam, He's got mercy. And He loved that poor nation. And He's got the most mercy and love on that nation. And He chosen us from all of the other nations. And He asked all of the other nations if they want, and everyone refused. And this is reality. This is tachlis. This is the truth. And we need to be happy. And the beginning of happiness is Shelo Asani Goy. All of the other mitzvot that you made, it's extra. It's extra. It's bonus. It's on top of that you're a Jew. But even if you're just a Jew, like Yosef HaTzadik, he was just a Jew in the pit, in the prison. He was just a Jew. He didn't have nothing else except of his Judaism. Did he know that Hashem is with him? He didn't have a wife, he didn't have kids, he didn't have money, he didn't have options for the future. He didn't have his father, he didn't have his mother. His mother died, he was orphaned from his mother. His brothers sell him to the Ishmaelim, to the Goyim. He was in prison for life. And he is dancing and he's happy. On what? I'm going to be happy that Hashem is with me. And this is it. And on that we need to be happy. And all of the world is against that. This is why Am Yisrael being called Ivrim. What means Ivri? Avraham Ivri. That all of the world is from one side and he is from the Ever Hasheni, from the other side. This is Ivri. Avraham Ivri. So you are alone against all of the world, because all of the world is trying to tell you that you are worthless, that you are the worst one. Even your wife and kids are trying to tell you that. With and not that they want to, they have Yatzara. Everyone that has got a clipa, Banish Amalek inside of him, even if he can be your chavruta, your best friend, he's now showing to you that you are the worst one in the world. Even he can be your chavruta. And he doesn't have no bad meaning, just the Yetzirah is playing through him also. So everyone, including you in that rule, are trying to show you that you are the worst one. And you, against all odds, against all of chances, you need to look for your Judaism, for your soul, for your neshama, that it's all good, and to walk with that, and not to stop walking with it for 1 second in your life. And when you're failing, this is the time to see it the most. This is the time to put the maximum of the efforts that you can put on that, on revealing your neshama, on not blaming yourself at all, on nothing that is happening in your life. It's not allowed. It's a kfirah. To blame yourself, it's the worst kfirah. I heard it from Rav Shalom. To blame yourself on your mistakes, it's the worst kfirah of them all. You do not exist to be blamed. You do not exist. It's only Hashem, enod milvado. Not on enod milvado only when He is chasing us and when we have dinim on us. All right, yes, Hashem, you're right, we're wrong. No, not only there. Enod milvado also in your success. It's Hashem's success. Also when you're sinning, Hashem made that. The real tzadikim, Moshe and Eliyahu Hanavi and Chana Imenu, we saw it. They're arguing with Hashem Yitbarach. They're not afraid to tell Him, what are you doing? And what you're blaming us? You done it all. B'rolam, He made the Levana to be smaller than the sun. Means that He reduced the light of the moon, means the light of the faith from the world. He removed it. He took it away. He put it under the cover of the night, under darkness. So now you cannot believe. It's hard to believe. It's hard to find your way at night. And B'rolam, He made it. So now you're going to blame yourself that you don't have the faith of Rav Shalom, that he's walking with his eyes closed in the middle of the night and he can see. You're going to blame yourself. That person, he's got something special inside of him. You haven't found it yet, so what are you blaming yourself? You had the ability to be 6 hours daily in Shmuel HaNavi at night for a few days. Your wife, she's sending you like his wife was sending him in Motzei Shabbat until Kiddush of Friday. You have that ability to go, to dedicate. Hashem woke your heart to do those things like He woke His heart. No. So why are you going to blame yourself? It's not your job. You have to be happy with your job. There is things that He cannot do. Hear me, stupid me, giving shiurim that Harav cannot give those shiurim. Harav Shalom, Arush, with all of his importancy, with all of his wisdom, with all of his talent, with all of his siyata dishmaya, he cannot give those shiurim. What? It's because I'm better than him? No. Because this is his siyata dishmaya, that he's going to have a student that is sitting here. And if I'm going to cancel myself, his light going to go through me to you. And if you're going to cancel yourself, so that same light that started with Avraham Avinu going to go through you to your families and friends and places that you can be, that I cannot לתקשר, connect. How? You want? Connect. No. Communicate over them. There is people that cannot hear about Tshuva talks. There is people that cannot hear Israeli speaks. There is 6 million Jews that are waiting in the United States. There is thousands of people that are waiting. And they're all in a golden prison. They're all in hell. Maybe they're not aware to that so much. Maybe. let's say that they're not aware to that. They are aware. They don't have the ability, they don't believe in themselves that they can manage, that they can succeed in Eretz Israel. If you're going to tell them that they have a promised success in Eretz Israel, a lot of them going to come. A lot of them going to come. If they're going to know that they're going to manage in Parnasah, in Uman, last year in Uman, one of the friends asked me, what are you going to do if you're going to come to Eretz Israel with Parnasah? I asked him, what are you doing now in the United States for Parnasah? He's saying, I'm cleaning offices and stairs and entrance to houses. And you're asking me what you're going to do for Parnasah in Eretz Israel? There is a lot of houses, there is a lot of buildings, a lot of... But he didn't come yet. 6 months, he didn't come yet. He's afraid. I understand him. I understand him. Our fathers, the real tzadikim, are coming. He came in Mesirut Nefesh to Eretz Israel. You came in Mesirut Nefesh to Eretz Israel. Everyone with his Mesirut Nefesh. To separate yourself from the family, it's a Mesirut Nefesh. To separate yourself. But this is how we're praising the Leviim. That they didn't recognize, one wasn't recognizing his brother. If his brother was kissing the golden calf, he would kill him. Doesn't care. And this is the Ma'ala of the Leviim. So we should be like the Leviim. We don't need to kill no one. We just need to go in our direction. We have to serve Hashem Yitbarach. Your father doesn't like it. All right. He doesn't like you to be a Breslev. All right. This is where we say goodbye. So what? You don't want me to serve Hashem. But I'm obligated to that. And I want to. And I'm sorry. Even Rabbi Avraham HaMalach, that he been called the angel, that he was the son of the Maggid Mimezrich. The Maggid Mimezrich, the main student of Baal Shem Tov, when the Maggid Mimezrich passed away, he came to his son Rabbi Avraham HaMalach. And he told him, listen my son, he was eating Rabbi Avraham HaMalach, he was eating every day a piece of skin of a pigeon, of a dove, every day. This was his meal. This was what he was eating. They said that if we would touch him with a stick, with a wood, it would go in flames. They asked why they're calling him an angel. It's not a praise. A human being, a tzaddik, is bigger than an angel. So why to call him an angel? They said his body was in the level of an angel, but his neshama was a lot higher than that. So his father, the Maggid Mimezrich, came to him in his dream after, or that in a reveal, I don't know what, after that the Maggid passed away, and told him, you have to stop with all of your fastings, with all of your
deprivations.
Inuim. Deprivations. So Rabbi Avraham HaMalach, his son, told him, I'm sorry, father, I cannot listen to you in that. I'm apologizing, I have to keep, this is the shita, this is how I should serve Hashem. Told him, listen, I am decreeing now on you in Gzerat Kibud Av Va'em that you have to listen to me and to stop fasting and to stop
depriving yourself.
Exactly.
Afflicting yourself.
He told him, Rabbi Avraham, his son, answered to him, I know what that is written in the Zohar Kadosh. It's written, Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha, avicha da kudsha b'richu, imecha da shchinta. This is what I know. I know that your father is a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and I know that your mother is Shechina Kedosha. This is what I learned. I'm sorry, father, I cannot listen to you in that. The Maggid Mimezrich told him, listen, my son, if you're not going to listen to me, I'm going to burn all of the things that I inherit to you. All of the things that you have in your house, that you received them from me, they're all going to burn in flames. Told him, all right, I'm apologizing. In that night, there was a fire in the house of Rabbi Avraham HaMalach, and all of the things that he received from his father went back to his father. And he didn't move from his place. Kabed et avicha ve'et imecha, it's only when they're also honoring Hashem Yitbarach. But the Maggid, he was honoring Hashem Yitbarach. We cannot contradict the Maggid Mezrich. But if you have a certain understanding inside of yourself that this is what you feel that Hashem wants from you, you're not allowed to move from that, even in a breath of a hair. You're not allowed to have doubts on yourself. Safek Gimatria Amalek. The doubt is the numeral value of Amalek. You have to have wonderful, huge self-esteem. To believe in yourself. To know that Borei Olam can talk to me also. So what if I sin? Borei Olam has got such a huge mercy that He can come down into my places easily. Because He loves me so much. This is the quality, the power, the greatness of Moshe Rabbeinu. That he's not arrogant at all. That he knows that because that he's so worse, that he's so horrible, this is why Hashem is talking to him. Hashem chose me because I'm the worst one. No one else can help me except of Hashem Yitbarach. This is the wisdom of Moshe Rabbeinu. This is real humility. That you know that you're the worst one, but there is no connection between that to the fact that Hashem exists. And Adrabah, Hashem, He wants to help the poor ones. And the miskenim. So I'm poor, so Hashem going to be with me. So now I'm going to daven, and I'm going to daven until Hashem going to save me. And I don't have no other options. And I believe in myself that what? That Hashem loves me. This is what it means to believe in myself. That Hashem loves me. You saw that Hashem saved your life once, twice, 3 times. How many times do you want to see that miracle? You can see that. You see that you have parnasah, you see that you can eat, you see that you can drink, you see that you can sleep, you see that you're healthy, even that you were in a very horrible, weird situations in your life. And you're, Baruch Hashem, standing alive. Hashem likes you. Hashem loves you. It's only because that Hashem is holding you, keeping you alive, that you are alive. Not for any other reason. An aeroplane can fly, it's a crazy thing. 30, 50 tons of iron can fly. It's craziness. It cannot fly. It's not exist. No stories that they're going to tell you. It cannot fly. And you came. This is what it calls ankanfenesharim, on the wings of eagles. It's not exist. It's not exist. You cannot take it to the air for 20 hours, for 12 hours. It's not exist. It's not reality. Tachlis, it's not working. Ba'olam is making it happen. There was one kofar that came to one of the tzadikim and he told him, you know, about when Moshe opened the Red Sea and Kadosh Baruch Hu. So I found the scientific reason for all of that. Told him, yes, let's hear you. The tzaddik told him, yes, let's hear. He said, in the globe, when the globe was in that angle and the winds were like that, in that time of the year, there was wind like this, like that. And man, he was talking and talking. And he told him, and that wind came in that moment, and that wind from the other side, and with turning of the globe, and this, and all of the details that he can put into it. He said, and it opened. So the tzaddik told him, you're right. Everything that you said is right. This is exactly how that it happened. Just the amazing thing is that it happened exactly when Am Yisrael was standing on the shore and they needed to pass and the Egyptians are behind them and they needed to. So this is, you're right. This is how Hashem Yitbarach opened the Red Sea. He did open it with nature. He doesn't need to do things beyond nature. No, he's got nature. The numeral value of the word Hateva, the nature, is Elokim. Hateva, it's Elokim. This is the way that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is leading the world. This is judgment. This is Elokim. It's the name of judgment. Judgment, it means that you're falling into the faith in the Teva, in the nature. Oh, I have to work to find Parnasah. I have today to find my Shidduch. I have to talk. I have to go out from my sadness to be happy. You don't need to do nothing. You just need to smile. You just need to know that Hashem is here. All of your sorrow is because that you're dragging your history, your imaginations into your life today. Oh, I made my wife sorry 5 hours ago. What's going to be? She is eating and drinking and she is happy and she doesn't remember that you exist. And you are full with depression and angers and frustrations. And you're going to come back with your sadness that you're dragging to come to apologize or to argue or to justify yourself. And she's not there. She's not there. And you're making her depressed and sad and you're...
She'll get me later.
Cut your imaginations and be happy and calm. Now you're going to have a situation in the house. Great! Solve it! Apologize. Do whatever you need to do. Come happy. Come with a smile. Means be happy. Be with a smile. Be happy. Be happy in the fact that you're a Jew. No matter what. No matter what's going on in your life. You don't need to feel bad with yourself. No matter what. You haven't chosen nothing. Even the free choice that you have, actually all of the time there was Yetzirah that was, distract your thoughts from the main goal. How can you say that you had a free choice? There's no free choice even. No free choice. physical free choice I lifted. It's not my free choice. I had to have a proof, and Rabbi Yaakov put it here before, Borolam handed it to me, so I had to take it. Tachles, I didn't have a choice. There is no free choice. I was eating too much. You were hungry, you were frustrated, you were sad. It had such a certain smell that you were eating something close to it in your mother's house when you were 5, and it was helping you, supporting you then, and it reminds you the comfortable days that you had when you were a kid, and you desire to come to that place again. So you didn't have a choice, and you ate. So, Tachlis, the bchira chofshi, the free choice, it's not physical choice at all. It's only a choice of believing in Hashem Yitbarach or falling into the kfirah of the nature. But it's also good because you're also in the hands of Hashem, because this is Elokim. We don't care. It's good anyway. If you're right and if you're wrong, you're in the hands of Hashem. Or that you're in the name of kindness of Hashem. It's Yud Kei Vav Kei. It's a supervision of Hashem Yitbarach that is revealing His mercy. Or that you're in the hands of Elokim. That is also on that we're saying thank you. Thank you for punishing us. Thank you for all the difficulties that we have. Thank you, Hashem Yitbarach. On the good and on the bad, we're thanking Hashem. It's all Hashem, Enon Milvado. The only free choice that we have is if to choose to believe in Hashem Yitbarach or to contradict, to be a mitnaged, to be against the supervision of Hashem Yitbarach, and to try to play in the game that calls Elokim, that is nature. To try to play inside of the dinim. No, I'm going to be stronger. Man da'alim gavar. The one that's more violent, the one that is stronger, wiser, he's the one that is succeeding. It doesn't have to be like that. Rabbi Zusha, he wasn't such a huge Talmid Chacham. But he's higher than most of the tzadikim in that generation. Why? Because he was simple and wise. He was talking to Hashem Yitbarach. One of the Chachamim came to Rabbi Zusha and asked him a question. He answered to him. Rabbi Zusha answered to him. So that tzaddik asked him, where you learned that? How you know to answer me? That answer is written in Talmud Yerushalmi. And you never learn Talmud Yerushalmi. You learn only Bavli. Rabbi Zusha answered to him, I'm receiving my information, my wisdom, from the place that the Yerushalmi is receiving his wisdom from Hashem Yitbarach. I answer to you from Hashem Yitbarach. I don't need the Yerushalmi to answer your questions. I can answer you from what that Hashem is waking me up to answer you. I can find the Yerushalmi inside of my heart. Zot Torah Adam. All of the Torah is written on my flesh, on my bones, on my neshama. I learned it all when I was in the stomach of my mother. I learned it all. I need to remember it. I need to wake up to remember it. I need to see Hashem. I need to recognize it. Great. How am I going to do that? By learning and learning and learning and learning? No, not by that at all. By cleaning myself from all of my desires. By being focused on looking what Hashem wants from me, to listen to His voice, to recognize His voice between all of the other 70 voices that I have in my head. All of the nations. It's one sheep and 70 wolves. So 70 wolves, 70 leaders, 70 shepherds. Everyone is a shepherd of a certain nation. And there is one shepherd that it's our shepherd. That's Hashem, Elokei Israel. A goy that is accepting on himself faith in Hashem Yitbarach cannot accept on himself the faith, the real faith in Hashem Yitbarach, until he is accepting the fact that Hashem, He is Elokei Israel. A goy that's going to tell you, I believe in one God, it's not the faith that he needs to keep as a ben Noach, as a son of Noach. Only a faith that's going to recognize between the different of his nation to the nation of Jews, of Am Israel, going to be a faith in one real God. The real God, it's the God that chosen Am Israel from all of the other 70 nations, and He's leading them forever. And they are the one that's been chosen. He likes them the most. If a goy, he doesn't have that faith, he doesn't have a complete faith in Hashem Yitbarach. A complete faith, it means that you understand that Am Israel, they got equality. So we, us as a Jews, we have to have that understanding. We have to walk with it forever. That we have something inside of ourselves that it's not exist outside. And no fortune, and no money, and no success, and no beauty, and nothing gonna give that to us, because it belongs to us from before. There is a story on a Baal Shem Tov that he came to one of his students and said him in a dream, he had a dream at night that he's going to find a treasure under the bridge, and when he came to that bridge, he met an officer over there and he told him, what are you doing here? He said, I'm tell you the truth, if you're not going to arrest me, I'm going to tell you everything. I had a dream that I'm going to find the treasure under the bridge. And the officer told him, so what? Why are you listening to that kind of a crazy dream? I had the dream also that I'm going to find a treasure in that Ploni Almoni's house in a different city. And it was his house, that person's house. So actually he went all of the way back to his house, dug in his garage and took out the treasure. So he had to go to that bridge to come back to his house to find the treasure that was belonged to him from before. So all of our lives to go, to look, to seek for something, for certain wisdom, is to look on the treasures that we have inside. To be happy with the treasures that we do have already inside. What is that? It's the fact that Borei Olam chose you to give you a neshama. The neshama, this is the treasure. The neshama, this is the neshima that you're breathing. The fact that you're breathing. Only just breathe. On that, we need to call on Shama Tehalel Yah. We need to praise Hashem Yitbarach on every breath, on every inhale that we're breathing. Just to thank Hashem. And not in a way that, all right, now I need to go and to thank Hashem and my Hitbodedut. You miss the point. The point is that you are already rich. Mamash. Just look inside, you're going to see how many good qualities you have. How many good midot you have. How many wonderful things you have inside of yourself. In how many ways Hashem Yitbarach is revealing His mercy, His love to you. Hugging you and supporting you and giving you wisdom and giving you more Torah mitzvot to keep. And put you in such a wonderful environment with such an amazing, wonderful friends to live your life, to spend your life with. And you have such a success in your hand. You have advice that can save your life. Everyone that's going to take those advice is going to succeed big time if you won't be lazy. Everyone. And no matter where are you now, which debts you have, how many lackings and problems and hard situations you are in now, it's all imaginations. From the hardest place you can shout to Hashem Yitbarach, Min ha'metzar karati ya, anani b'merchav ya, Hashem answered to me. Mima'amakim kra'aticha. From the depths under depths, you're shouting to Hashem Yitbarach. Gam ki elech begeit sal mavet, even in the valley of death. Lo ira ra, you cannot see nothing bad. The bad does not exist. The bad does not exist. It's an illusion. It's a matter of point of view. It depends on your faith. If you have complete faith, you know that everything is good. Everything is great. Hashem is purifying us. If you want to be God yourself, you want to be an idol, you want people to worship you, so if something is against your will, so you have problems. But if you're canceling yourself to Hashem Yitbarach, what do you care? Echala, she's asking questions. Now she needs to be in the oven, now she needs to be needed. She's not asking no questions. In the end, she knows that they're going to do bracha on it and she's going to be happy. She achieved their goal. But you want to be the Baal Habayit. You want to be the Baal Habayit, so to be a chala, it's not enough for you. You have to understand. Can you have the Baal Habayit? He can have a kiddush without a chala? He cannot, so you need it. So we have to have a chala. So it's you. You've been chosen to be the chala. You've been chosen to be the bottle of wine. You've been chosen to be the table. You've been chosen to be his wife. What can you do? Everyone with his job. If you're just going to listen carefully to what the Hashem is saying to you, you're going to see that you are the most important part of the Suda, of the meal. Adam Arishon, he was the chala. It's written, Adam, he was chalato shel olam. He was the chala of the world. So you're going to be the chala, you're going to fix Adam Arishon. So now you need to go for 40 minutes into the oven. Yes. We had to go through that. We had ovens, you remember? We had ovens in our history. You cannot argue with Hashem Yitbarach. Just to justify Hashem, to throw everything on him, say, Hashem, you want us in the ovens? We're in the ovens. Hashem, you want us to drown in the water? We were in the water, we were in the ovens, we were everywhere. We were everywhere. We're just canceling ourselves to Hashem Yitbarach. If you want to be a religious person, this is not the place for us. I'm sorry, it's not a place for religious people. This Chut Shel Chesed, it's not for religious people. It's for people that want to risk their life. It's for people that have Mesirut Nefesh, that they want to put everything on that chance, on one chance, to attach themselves to Hashem Yitbarach. Everything. Investing our money, investing our family life, investing our talents, investing our lives. On what? On finding Hashem Yitbarach. We don't care. We don't care about nothing else. What do we have? We're dropping everything and we're choosing Hashem Yitbarach. This is us. This is us. We dropped everything that we had, everything. If you're going to check, maybe you can relax yourself that you didn't have so much before also. But tachlis, all of our imaginations, the things that we were leaning on them, we thrown them all. We don't have nothing. Every month we don't have the parnasa. Every month we need to fight on our shlom bayit. Every month we need to fight on our rents. Every month we're having a Mesirut Nefesh. Every year we need to give Mesirut Nefesh to come to Uman. Every day we have to find our powers to come to the yeshiva, to send the kids to the Talmud Torah. Every day it's Mesirut Nefesh. Every day all of the desires are driving with the traffic here on the number one road. All of the desires and lusts. And we're fighting against internet, against iPhones, against moda, wearing clothes by the moda, I don't know how you call it, by the passion, I don't know what, all shtuyot. All shtuyot, all imaginations. Against going to restaurants and to going to movies and satisfy ourselves with cars and money. We're dropping everything. You want to check? I have holes in my socks if you want to check it. It's shtuyot. It's shtuyot. Who cares? Who cares? We had that time. We were wearing the best clothes. We were doing it all. We had it all. We dropped it. We realized it's nothing. It's shtuyot. It's shtuyot. It doesn't worth it. You had it all, right? You had it. You tried. You had it all. And you dropped it. And you chose now something that is more important than all of shtuyot of this world. More important than food. What are you eating? You're grabbing something. You bite a piece of bread and you continue serving Hashem Yitbarach. Your wife, she made pasta. So you eat pasta. She doesn't, and you buy falafel in 10 shekels. So you eat falafel. It doesn't matter nothing. You're serving Hashem Yitbarach. This is the only way to serve Hashem Yitbarach in this generation. All of the people that are so, that are half in, half out, they're out. They're totally out. In this generation, you have to throw yourself into the fire of Kedusha, into the fire of Tshuva. One of the guys here is working in a certain place that he is a waiter in that place. He told me that he saw one of his friends from his history, that a rich person, he saw him in the restaurant that he's working. And he saw that person, he was embarrassed that now he needs to serve food for him. It wasn't so comfortable for him. But he said, Adrabah, I'm going to serve him, going to be nice to him. And he gave him everything and he was smiling to him. At night he talked to his wife. He told her that it was hard for him, all of that situation. She told him, you know why your friend is living in a big house, why he's so rich, why he's going to restaurants? Because this is what he's choosing in life. You know why you are working in that restaurant and serves him? Because you're learning Torah in the morning. From the morning until night, you're in the yeshiva, learns Torah. So you're serving food at night, so what? So you help a person to eat, so what? In the end, what you chose with your life, to be avrech, to be talmid chacham, to spend your life in a place of Torah, in a place of Kedusha, in a place of Tshuva. And your friend, he is rich and wealthy, and he's got huge house with a BMW in the parking lot, so what? But he chose all of that. This is his nachala. This is what he's going to have in his hands in the end. And you know that you're not going down with nothing in your hands. So you're going to go empty-handed. Ashrei mi sheba'u talmudo biyado. We're praising the one that comes with his Talmud. I learned that Masechta, I learned that Mishnah, I learned that Zohar, I learned that Likutei Moharan. Even that were 3 days with the same 2 lines. What did I do? I learned 2 lines in Likutei Moharan. You know what it means, 2 lines in Likutei Moharan? It's huge. Rabbi Nathan was praising himself, was so happy that he had the merit to mention the name Likutei Moharan, the holy name of Likutei Moharan on the sea. On that he was so happy that he had that merit. He said, I never imagined that I'm going to have that merit. And he's saying, who is saying that? Me, that Rabbeinu testify on me, on Rabbi Nathan, that I am the only one that have a certain achizah, holding, understanding, who is Rabbeinu. So me, I'm telling you that I had such a huge merit to mention the word Likutei Moharan. How many times in a day we're doing it? How many books of Likutei Moharan you can buy and give? 10 shekels a book, Likutei Moharan, you can give them. I can bring you in 8, if you want. You can hand them over to people. Rabbi Nachman said, if you're going to see Likutei Moharan in the houses, you're going to know that Mashiach is close. How many Likutei Moharan we're giving in Shiurim, another Likutei Moharan, another Likutei Moharan? How many mitzvot? How many classes? How many hours of Hitbodedut? Every hour of Hitbodedut is bringing the Geulah, bringing the complete Geulah to Am Yisrael. All of the thing that is stopping Am Yisrael from the Geulah, it's the fact that Am Yisrael are not talking to Hashem Yitbarach. You remember I told you on that woman that I talked to her every day in the morning for 5 minutes every day, and I gave her chizukim to start her Hitbodedut. Now she's holding in 30 minutes a day of Hitbodedut, and last week, Thursday, she made 6 hours Hitbodedut. When I told her after it in Friday, I told her, now you made 6 hours Hitbodedut, and now, Be'ezrat Hashem, you're going to keep your 30 minutes. She said, 30 minutes? For me, after that I tasted 6 hours, it's nothing. I'm going to do 1 hour from now on. And it's a simple woman that heard about Hitbodedut. And if you have a bigger Yetzer Hara, you know what it means? That you can achieve more than her. This is what I'm going to tell you. If you have a bigger Yetzer Hara than her, it means that you can achieve more than her. Because the Yetzer Hara is after important things. And if there is 100 shekels, he's going to send 1 soldier to bring you that 100 shekels. And if there is $1 million over there, he's going to send a whole group, an army, to bring that $1 million. And if it's a fortune, he's going to put all of the demons of the world to stop you from achieving what you need to achieve. This is why you have such a huge Yetzer Hara fighting against the Hitbodedut. 1 hour every day we have to dedicate. This is the minimum. This is the minimum. And the main part of Hitbodedut, it's the conversation. It's to create peace between you to Father in heaven, to talk to Him. Hello, Shalom Aleichem, Father. Thank you for letting me talk to you again today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How can I thank you? Please let me want to thank you. Help me. Help me to keep on talking to you, to remember you. This is our Hitbodedut. This is the main part of the Hitbodedut. You finish that. You finish talking, sharing, being a friend of Hashem Yitbarach. Now you can start your tshuva process, and also that, do it in a friendly way. Hashem, I'm sorry that I couldn't daven shachrit like I was supposed to. Help me please in the next shachrit. This is your tshuva. Don't try to hit yourself and to punish yourself in the field. You're just inviting Haman and Hitler and Amalek into your Hitbodedut. Yimach Shemam v'Shem Zichram. Don't let them have no share, no slice of your Hitbodedut. Always being happy. Thank you, Hashem Yitbarach. Thank you for accepting my Tfilat Shmona Esrei, even that I was wrong. Even that I forgot where I'm standing in the middle of the brachot and I had to start again. Thank you, Boro Olam, that you listen, that you accept my Tfilah. Thank you that you're giving me the will to fix myself and to do another Tfilah, and to do another Tshuva, and to do another Hitbodedut. And always to go with a positive attitude. Always, always. Because Hashem is positive, Hashem is smiling, Hashem is waiting. If Hashem would want to kill us all, He could do it so many times before. And He haven't done that, never. And He doesn't want to do it. And after that He is saying, I will. And Moshe Rabbeinu is arguing with Him. Then He's saying to Moshe Rabbeinu, you revived me. You saved me. Thank you for saving me from my Yetzer Hara. Hashem is saying, for Midat Adin. Thank you. The real tzaddik, he recognizes the real will of Hashem Yitbarach. The real will of Hashem Yitbarach is to do only good. He's good and he's doing only good. Tov u'metiv. Umimeno lo tetzeh haraot. And from him the bad things are not coming. He doesn't do nothing bad. Nothing bad. The only bad is the cause of the sin. We ate. Now there is two options, good and bad. This is Etz Hadat. It's a wisdom. It's not wisdom. It's stupidity. This is the clipa, that we were eating something that wasn't right for us. So now we fell into that divide awareness that we have two things, two options, good and bad. But in that day, in the future, the name of Hashem Yitbarach going to be one. It's all going to be one. One, that it's all going to be good. And for us, the job is to heal that crack, to fix, to bring, to bond those two halves into one, to include the bad in the good, to say that it's all good. This is our job. And when you're doing that now, today, you're fixing for other people. And if you're doing it in the worst places, in the depths, in the darkness, in the filth, in the mud, in the filthiest places of them all, so you're doing the biggest tikkun of them all. You're fixing things that the tzaddik cannot come to those places because he's going to be damaged in those places. Like I told you, put me in a discotheque, I will not mind. Nothing going to damage me in the discotheque. I will not sin over there. I'm going to save people. I know exactly what's my job in a discotheque and the middle of Shabbos. In an after party in Shabbos morning, I know what to do. Trust me, I won't take drugs. I won't drink alcohol, nothing. Promise you. Why? Because I clarified it. Hashem helped me, no doubts. Take a chassid, put him over there, you ruined his life. It's better to slaughter him on the way to the club. And don't put him into that club because he cannot go out. And if he's going to go out, he's going out with all of the pictures in his software. He lost it. He lost it. So Adrabah, the fact that you're a Baal Tshuva, the fact that you're falling into the depths, into the darkness, you have an ability that even a tzaddik cannot reach. A tzaddik that is so pure, he cannot come to those places and not to be damaged. You are a Baal Tshuva, you have the power, you have an armor, you have a power, you have the clipot of the bad actions. Another time you put yourself in the fire, another time you put yourself in the fire. In the hand, you have a hard, strong hand, like an elephant skin you have. You don't feel. And it gives you the ability to send your hand into the fire and you don't care. En chacham kebal nisayon. The wisdom you receive it because of the experience. So now you have a horrible experience, so you can have a gewaldic experience. Wisdom. To go into the depths and to save people from those cracks, from those filthy places. And you're not going to be afraid to do that. You're just going to straight your eyesight into their eyes and penetrate into their neshama and tell him, come with me, give me your hands, and you're taking him out. And you're not afraid. What they can offer you? Tequila? What they can give you? Shtuyot. It's all tequila, aftershock. What are they going to give you? What are you doing? Tell me, I'm going to come. Shtuyot. What they can offer you? Women, money, what they can give you? Cannot give you nothing.
Can't give you, but you gotta take it.
You got to take it, and then you're coming to spit it out in Chut Shel Chesed.
Usually you throw it out.
Baruch Hashem. We're not allowed to forget our brothers that are over there in those places. We're not allowed. And it's our job to go to those places and to help them out, to take them out. You know, there is Yosef Dan and there is more people like those. We need to be brave. Now you're going to United States, you're going to a vacation, you need to take bags of books with you, of CDs. You have to distribute, you have to do hafatzah.
Remember you just said you're going to the United States?
Me? No.
Yeah, you're correct. You don't
No. There's something you want to...
No, I was just curious.
No. Not yet. We have other messengers. We need to be here in Eretz Israel.
Don't you find the fact that people going in those like areas is kind of very weird?
It all depends in your confidence.
When I'm in that area, my motive mind, if a person's coming there to try to observe people with Shabbat, you automatically make fun of the person. You know, the person that goes there has to be ready for Kushot.
I went one time to Tel Aviv to a place they call the Minzar. You know what's a Minzar?
Monastery?
Monastery. This is a pub that calls the monastery, the Minzar. I went with one of the friends, Avram Maya, from this yeshiva in Tel Aviv. Yes, in Nachalat Binyamin in Tel Aviv. We went over there, we went into that Minzar, into that monastery, and we sat on the table and we asked for water. 2 bottles of water. I'm telling you, it becomes to be a yeshiva. After 1 hour, people came to me and told me, thank you that you came. Thank you that you came over to this place. Thank you. We want to see your face. We want to see your face. We need to see your face. How many times in Tel Aviv that I went in Tel Aviv, people hold me in the hand, ask me, don't go. Don't go from here. I was holding the garden of faith, the Gana Emunah in my hand, and someone is looking in the traffic, in the Ma'avar Chatzaya, how you said, in the white lines. He's saying, what are you holding? I told him it's the Gana Emunah. He said, I'm looking for that book for months. I'm looking for it. I told him, here, it's yours. You don't need to do nothing. You're just going with a clipa, you're going with a smile. People are going to come to you. I was doing hafatzah in places you can never imagine. In Tel Aviv, we were sitting in the middle of Nachalat Binyamin over there. Women and young people and old people. Woman came to me and told me, admit that she got married to a goy, to a German goy that told her that he is a Jew, and lied to her all of her life. And she divorced him after it, and she feels horrible that he lied to her. And now she's got 2 boys from him. And I found her a solution for a problem that she wanted to die all of her life. Why her Jews' sons are not a complete Jews, that they came from that goy. And she was cursing herself on that mistake.
She's actually technically considered Jews.
Exactly. I told her, listen, you made a bracha, you made something huge. He had a seed of Jews inside of him from a different generation, from generations before, and he had to bring it into Judaism back to us. And if you would be aware to the fact that he's a goy, you're a good Jew, you wouldn't marry him. So Borei Olam made you blind, that you will not see that he's a goy, that you're going to think that he's a Jew, and he's going to give you those 2 seeds, 2 Jews neshamot, and you brought them back into Judaism from being Amalekim, from being in Germany. So you see,
it's necessary in our generation to speak like that. Not like the old school where people say, oh wow, you put it, instead of nagging and spitting and hell's going to burn you and you're going to die. And then they look at you like, yeah, okay.
You know what's gniza? You know what's sal gniza? A bag of gniza, place you buried things, holy things. So buried all of those information that you received in the old school, put it in the gniza, buried it.
Exactly where I got it too.
Send it away, Zat Hashem. Welcome, Rabbi Sai, to Luna Park, Chut Shel Chesed.